Hi, my friends. Happy Easter. He is risen. He is risen indeed. I want you to know how much I'm praying for you, and all of your teachers are praying for you, and we cannot wait to be back together again in person. But today, on this Easter Sunday, we wanted to tell and have you help us tell the Easter story, and using our resurrection eggs. And I know you've done this before with me, but it's always good to celebrate and remember what Jesus has done. So let's start. Do we start with 1 or do we start with 12? Absolutely, we start with 1. Okay, so let's find out what's in the blue egg, number 1. The lowly donkey. The lowly donkey. Jesus rode into Jerusalem on the donkey, and the crowd lined the streets, and they waved palm branches, and they shouted, "Hosanna, Hosanna to the Son of David." So we have the little lowly donkey. Let's look in number 2. Oh my goodness. We have silver coins, and we know that there's 3, but that's not how many, right? 30 pieces of silver Judas accepted to betray Jesus. Let's put those right there next to our donkey. All right, let's look at number 3. What do you think it is? You know what this is. The silver cup. The Last Supper that Jesus had with his disciples before he died. He told them what was going to happen, and he had a silver cup, and he poured the wine in it, and he told them, "This is my blood shed for you." And they really didn't understand what he was trying to say to them, that he was going to die. And we remember this when we take communion together, and we remember that Jesus said, "This is my blood shed for you." That's how much he loves you, each of you, and loves me, and what he was willing to do for us. He was willing to die for us. All right, let's look at number 4, the orange egg. Oh my goodness, it's Jesus's praying hands. His praying hands. So in the Garden of Gethsemane, before Jesus was arrested, he prayed. He prayed to his Father, and he asked his Father to take away what was going to happen. But at the same time, he also said, "But Father, not my will, your will be done." All right, we're moving on to the green egg. What do you think? Oh my goodness. After Pontius Pilate had Jesus in his authority, he ordered the soldiers to whip Jesus with a leather whip, and it was just brutal. It was brutal what Jesus went through. Again, how much he had to suffer. All right, we're going to move on. And on top of that, the soldiers took a bunch of thorns, and they made it into a crown, and they placed it on his head. And it made his head bleed, and they mocked him. They said, "Hail, King of the Jews." All right, let's look and see what number 7 has for us. Oh, goes right along with everything that we've been talking about. A cross made out of 3 big nails. And they nailed his hands to the cross and his feet to the cross. He was crucified for us. All right, let's look at number 8 together. Here it is. The soldiers at the foot of the cross rolled the dice to see who would get Jesus' robe. They took everything from him. All right, we're on number 9. Also, another thing that the soldiers did, this is a spear. You guys know this. They pierced his side as he was hanging on the cross. What do you think is in this beautiful cream egg? Look at that. Yes, it is the special linen. Represents the special linens. And who was the one that helped with Jesus' body? Yes, Joseph of Arimathea. he asked that he could have the body of Jesus. He wanted to place him in his own tomb that he had, and he wrapped Jesus' body in linen. All right, we're down to the last two. What do you think is in this pink egg? It's really heavy. All right, you got it. You guys know this. You know that there was a giant stone that was rolled in front of the tomb, and it covered the whole tomb because they were afraid that someone would come and steal Jesus' body. So they had a guard out front, and they had this stone. And guess what? On Easter Sunday, the stone was rolled away, and the women saw that when they came to anoint Jesus' body. All right, moment of truth. Here we are. What do you think is going to be in number 12? It's Easter Sunday. Nothing. The tomb is empty. That means Jesus is alive. He loves you. He loves me. He died for us, and he can live in our hearts. And then we need to celebrate this. Happy Easter, my friends.